CHRW 94.7 FM. That was the Khedive. Excellent stuff. I'm gonna play a couple of commercials and the concert calendar, and then the Adrenaline's gonna come up and rock the house for you. It's 2:17, and you're listening to CHRW 94.7 FM. Hardcore still lives, my final one. So stay tuned for Adrenaline. Thank you. CHRW still lives, and this is my final show. If you haven't just been tuned, if you're just tuning in now, you missed Acacia and you missed the Khedive. You suck. So we got one more band. The Adrenaline's coming up. They're just gonna do their tuning and stuff like that. But I have a couple members from the Khedive. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
My name is Paul, and I do the vocals, the screaming.
Hi, I'm Jay. I do the bass.
Excellent. So,
The bass.
so just give us a rundown, basically how long you guys been around, because you guys are fairly new, right? Fairly new.
In one way, yes. I don't know. We have actually been playing. Like Byron and I started the band, I think, like 2 years ago, but we were called Ever Since Friday.
That's right. I saw you guys when you guys played last year's Mayfest.
Yeah, and we weren't very good, but
You're way different.
yeah, we've changed a lot, and we've gone through a bunch of different names and different members. But as it stands, like the lineup now, which is the Khedive and will always be,
Has been for
maybe
since a year now, maybe.
probably
Since
a
last
year.
summer.
Yeah.
When
since last summer,
did Ever Last Sun? Was it? What was the band? Old
Ever
band?
Since Friday.
Ever Since Friday. When was last?
The
When did
Mayfest was the last show we played as Ever Since Friday.
you guys play shows before?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played about
Really?
three as Ever Since Friday.
Where?
Boys and Girls Club with Thoughts of Inesco, and
Oh, I remember that. I missed that show.
Atrium show with Adrenaline.
Yeah, at South.
Yeah.
We played an Atrium show.
All right. Was that one of Shoulders last show? Like.
No,
No.
that was after that.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
with Hamilton and Adrenaline.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our first show actually.
Nice.
And in retrospect, it wasn't too great, but
I missed it.
first show, so whatever.
First show jitters.
Exactly.
So what are you guys doing now?
We're working on our new set right now. Actually, we're not. I don't know. I think most of the members aren't really happy with the stuff on the CD, but it's still good to have it out there. But we're working on a new set, and it's a lot different. It's a little slower and more melodic.
Yeah.
But
What did you guys record? Didn't what's his name from Call the Office do the record?
no, actually, it was a guy from the guitar shop.
He works.
Oh, and he does work at Call the Office. Yeah, so
Andy. Yeah,
Andy,
that's it. Yeah.
He recorded.
He's a good sound guy.
Yeah, not that, but I don't think he'd ever recorded anything really heavy
No.
before, so he did really good.
Where did you guys
especially
record?
in Jay's basement, which is where we practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he recorded
On 8-track or
like digital
stuff?
8-track.
He bring in so much equipment.
Yeah,
Nice.
he tracked all this stuff over and all this Tupperware and recorded us, and then we went back to his house and mixed it all.
Nice.
Stuff. And then he ended up doing a second mix, which was better than ours.
Oh, really?
We don't do that.
No. Of course. So what do you guys What do you guys typically write about and stuff? What do you guys enjoy talking about?
Like lyric-wise?
Yeah, lyrically and musically. What are you guys trying to show people about who you guys are as the Khedive?
Well, I think that a common misconception with this kind of music is that it's a violent form of music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking about people hear loud music and they figure it's really angry, and a lot of the times maybe it is.
Mhm.
But I think that especially with our stuff, it's a lot more emotional. Like it has a lot more meaning. It's not just teen angst, kids running around and making lots of noise, although maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
Sure.
But,
I know old guys who still do the same
yeah,
thing.
exactly. But I think lyrically a lot of it is more like an emotional outlet.
Yeah.
And we sometimes move into a little more political stuff, but not so much, just because we don't always agree
Right.
on it, so it's difficult to do that when you're not all on the same level.
Yeah.
But then lyrically, the newer stuff we've been writing has been
It's a lot more emotional.
a lot more emotional and a little more advanced, like a little better writing.
Yeah.
And longer. We've been writing a lot longer. That last song we played was about 10 minutes long, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, that's good.
yeah.
That's progression.
Yeah, we've been sort of playing around with our sound, mostly just sort of experimenting
Mhm.
and stuff.
Well, that's important.
Yeah, for sure.
For growth and stuff.
I mean, when we first started out, we really had a few ideas of what we wanted to do, but the more we were playing it, the more we realized it wasn't what we wanted to do, which is why we dumped the whole Ever Since Friday thing. I think we just we realized that although the stuff we were writing wasn't bad, it wasn't what we wanted to do at all. And we just sort of like came to the conclusion this isn't what we wanted to do, so we dropped all of our songs and changed the name and everything because we didn't even want to be associated with what we'd been doing. I mean, although it was something that was good at the time for us.
What does the name mean?
Ever Since Friday?
No.
The Khedive. The Khedive is actually it's a Persian word.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a somewhat obsolete term that was used in Egypt to refer to the emperor.
Right.
So
Well, that's cool.
sort of
That's good. I like names like that.
yeah. As a,
I like names
a
with
little bit
thought in them.
of- Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's why
it comes
we-
from somewhere, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Or it's poetic and stuff like that. Yeah.
Ever Since Friday was an interesting one too. I actually liked that name, but it didn't really seem to suit our new stuff when we started changing our style. That's why we changed the name.
Yeah.
But that one was actually came from Jack the Ripper.
Really?
One of the suspects for Jack the Ripper. I guess they never found out who it was, but one of the suspects had been writing in his diary, and they found his diary. And I think the last entry that he wrote before the murders took place was, "Ever since Friday, I've felt I'm going the same way as father," and his father was insane.
Nice.
So we sort of grabbed
Good.
that.
Names with stories behind them.
Yeah.
I enjoy that
Me too.
a lot. So what are you guys like? You just said you're playing a show on the 12th.
Yeah, we're playing a show at the Boys and Girls Club with Stillborn on.
How'd you guys hook that up?
Well, actually, Stillborn asked us. I guess the guys at the Boys and Girls Club, we've played there lots of
Yeah, I know.
times, and yeah, with you,
Yeah,
we played with you too.
our band play with.
But
together.
I guess the guys from Stillborn asked us, and I guess what they want is they have some people coming down to check out the club or something, and I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but they wanted to have
Show
just the
for
two bands for some reason, and they're trying to get us to play like an hour and a half or something. I think we'll end up doing maybe 40 minutes at tops because we don't want to play too much of our old stuff.
Yeah. My old band was supposed to play with Stillborn and Zayo.
Really?
Yeah, but then we broke up, and then the bitterness came out, and we didn't want to play that last show. So
Man, I'd kill to play with Sayo.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Zay was
A friend of mine, her name's Lisa, and I guess her fiance has some hookups with Zayo, and he was telling us before he'd try and hook us up. I don't know
Really?
what's happening because
that's a crazy
they're-
connection.
yeah, they're hard to like get a hold of though. I guess like you have to go through their label because they've gotten pretty big now, so it's tough to get on their bill.
Yeah.
Don't we have a show also at the South Atrium?
Yeah, we also have a show at the South Atrium
For the
coming up again.
grad
When?
to raise money.
In June or May?
May.
Like mid to end May. We're not really sure. I don't
Really?
know the date
You're looking
right
for more bands?
now. I can't say right now because I'm not.
Look at me. I'm trying to hook my band with shows up already.
Yeah.
How insane is that?
Yeah, like I have nothing to do with hooking up the show.
Yeah,
so
Byron's running it for the grad committee and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's raising money for grad.
For graduation something?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, just raising money for the grad.
That's cool.
So we're hoping right now to actually like. We didn't really mean to get all these shows in the next little while. We were actually hoping to like take some time off for a bit and work on our new set.
Work on new stuff?
Yeah, we're working on building up the sound a little more.
Yeah.
And we've been attempting to work. It's feeble attempts, but we've been attempting to work on backup vocals for the last little while. But by feeble attempts, I mean we always end up practicing. We just never get around to it.
Yeah.
So
Well.
we've been trying to just like bring a little more into it and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been a fan of when everyone in the band is, just really like putting everything into it.
Yeah.
You have bands with like 5 people singing and screaming at once. It's just got this power to it. that
Yeah,
you can-
but it's hard. Like it's so
hard
it's
to
so
do, for
hard.
sure.
Like because everybody's got different.
Yeah, I mean bands like New Day Rising and like you and I were just like. Originally, when we started, I think at least 3 of us wanted to do stuff more like New Day Rising.
New Day Rising is back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
know.
they're gonna record a new album.
It's
That's
funny.
China
Amazing.
White or something.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know.
Okay, well, okay.
You've got band like
Comebacks
come on.
in
It's
general,
like what's
sort of cheesy, but I'll be honest. with
hardcore
you.
comebacks I think are stupid only because hardcore gives you an outlet to do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
And to put yourself in that little pigeonhole, say,
Yeah.
"Oh well, look, we're back." It's like rock star-ish and it's I don't know.
I
like,
agree with you on that point, but at the same time, this is sort of I don't know, maybe a sort of a selfish way of thinking, but like, I missed every single New Day Rising show in London ever.
Really?
And so like, it would just like, destroy me to be able to see them again.
Really?
Like finally. Just,
I saw him twice.
I love
It'd be
them.
nice.
I saw him like 3 years ago. And
So in
a couple
that
years ago.
respect, I'd love to see them, but I understand like comebacks. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
Comebacks are sketchy.
for sure.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting what will happen to that. I think because they thought they saw Grade, because he used to be labeled like tour mates all the time, and now that Grade's gotten success,
Yeah.
I think they're sort of, hey, now's our turn.
Yeah,
And plus,
for
Spread the Disease isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
And Spread, yeah, they broke up. Oh, the last time I saw them at Hellfest. And,
Oh, really? You
yeah.
were there?
Yeah.
Oh, was it good?
I was awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, I
It was,
wanted to go to that.
it was just incredible. It was just crazy. So many good bands.
Yeah,
And just
awesome. Are you going to Crazy Fest or?
no, I can't afford to go crazy. I'm going to go to Hellfest, the new Hellfest.
That's cool. When's that?
It's end of June and the first day of July
Cool.
and stuff.
Awesome.
We recorded with Adam Plant, not Andy. Sorry.
Okay, Adam Plant. Sure.
Yeah, actually, I knew that, and I think that I just got confused when you said Andy because they
Fine.
started the same letter. But Adam Plant, yeah, from the guitar shop, and he's a good guy. So
There you go.
cheap and.
Thanks, Justin, for telling us.
Yeah.
There you
He
go.
knows it better than the
Yes.
own band. That's kind of sad.
Helping us out. Okay. So, anything else you want to say? Like anything on your mind?
In particular, not really.
No?
I don't know. We're just, I think, just sort of watch out for maybe in the summer we're gonna do some shows, hopefully. But
Nice.
we might be sort of on the low for now. And actually, one thing I do want to say is that, unfortunately, like I don't know what's happening with the rest of the guys. We've talked about it a lot, but at the end of the summer, hopefully, I'll be going to Halifax, and so the Khedive, I guess, in this form, is not necessarily going to be around.
Oh,
After
really?
that. Yeah, because I mean, I'm gonna be going out east for school, and that's really important to me. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so far away. There's no possible way to
That's
keep
a
it up as it is. But I think that everyone in the band wants to continue with it, but it won't be the same. It won't be the same band. It'll be, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's still under the same name?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Really? So you
Well-
guys, so the Khedive will be over by the end of the summer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so. I mean, well,
Well, what kind of plans do you guys have? You guys have
like in my mind, Khedive will always be the five of us.
Right.
Because
Of course.
we came up with that name once we had established this lineup. These are the songs that we wrote, and
Yeah.
the lyrics
It's always-
were like written during this time period with this group of people,
Right.
and it's really important to us. It's something that like came from this group of people and this like group of did some friends and hung out. It was great.
Right on.
Great stuff. I
excellent.
don't even know what I'm studying. I'm just gonna go and flying by the seat of my pants, go out there, if I get accepted, and see what happens. Just
Cool.
see what courses I feel like taking.
Cool.
It's a pretty casual thing.
Excellent. Good times.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I think Adren's gonna come up soon, but I wanted to say thank you guys.
Oh,
Thank you for
thanks.
playing. Thank you for coming to
Oh,
do
thanks
this for
having
me.
us and for doing the show. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's great to have like people
Thank
like
you.
you doing shows and stuff.
I'm glad. I'm like, it's weird. I don't get a lot of feedback
Yeah.
per se, but it's nice that doing it for 3 years. It's like,
Thank you for
Yeah,
keeping us on.
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I haven't like listened to it as much as I maybe should have. But
Yeah,
when I'm up and when I
But you know what? I get that a lot from other people because it's late and stuff like that, and kids. But when they do listen, and like whenever real hardcore kids listen, instead of just
Yeah.
drunk idiots who just
like,
call
and
in
they listen intently. Like
Yeah.
I know when I turn it on, it's like I listen to the end, and it's just good to see kids doing stuff, like radio shows
Yeah.
and stuff, and just like
I just wish
getting
because
things
I'm from
out there.
Toronto, and I wish that a lot more London kids took the initiative and stuff. That's what I've noticed, like the growth being here for 4 years and noticing
agree.
it. Like when I came in, it was like peak. It was sort of peak, and a lot of their shoulder was around.
Yeah, well, the whole subculture with the hardcore thing has always been, at least for me, what I remember was there was music and there was information at the
Yeah.
same time. And I remember going to shows when I was in grade 9, and one of the most important things for me was that you could go there and you could see like 5 or 6 bands for $2 and also come home with a backpack full of zines or pamphlets or having talked to someone who has interesting opinions and stuff, and it sort of died out for a while.
Yeah.
But I think it seems to be coming back a little. Like there seem to be at least a few people coming like getting up there and just saying that they've got something to say. You know.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too, because I
'cause it's
feel
so-
bad that the younger kids who are just getting into the scene don't have what we had.
They see a lot of just bad bands
Yeah.
and like
They see a lot of bad bands.
like
and
Snapcase and stuff like that. In my view, just bad bands.
Not to name names or anything.
Well, I want to name names because
I
I
know what
hate
you're
that
saying.
band so much.
Yeah.
And
Same here.
it's like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that attitude, it just sucks. And I just
Yeah.
think that and there's no rock stars in hardcore. It's not about looks. It's not. I know it's the
Exactly.
same. I know it's the same cliches, but in this case, these cliches work.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is why we've always, since we started, if possible, insisted on playing on the floor because we don't want to be rock stars.
Yeah,
like we
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it might be fun to dress up and pretend to be a rock star for a while, but we don't actually ever believe that we're like above them. So we just like to stay at ground level. You know, you're the same level as the kids that you're
Exactly.
playing for, and it's not that we're playing for them. We're playing with them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And they can come up and they can go just as crazy with us,
Yeah.
like be
Audience.
mingled with
That's
us.
what it's all about. I don't know.
I love it when
It's like the band and the audience are one.
That's
you know?
to me is complete hardcore and just the
Exactly.
ethic and the ideal and just I don't know,
Sure.
but we'll see. Okay, so coming up right now is Adrenaline, and I'm gonna do this. I should have done this before, but.